Hey everybody, we have mapped out the presence of Kethane on Minmus, and now I am set to launch a Kethane Refinery so we can set up to mine it and feed fuel, or refined fuel, into a lander for the purposes of gathering more science. So here we are with a standard launch. Nothing too unusual here. Now I'm using the Kethane mod to be able to map out the Kethane, drill it, refine it, and then I'm using Kerbal attachment system in order to transfer the fuel between vehicles. And here we are, orbiting Minmus in all of its greenish turquoise glory. I'll give you a look at what the landing gear looks like once it's extended. And this is a probe-piloted refinery. I usually try to use unmanned vessels for most things, just so I don't kill any Kerbals. Now this is what Minmus looks like now that I've mapped out all of the Kethane, and I'm shooting for this green blob here on the side along the equator. This is going to be a good place to set up a base of operations. I should be able to get to pretty much any biome that I need to and make it back before I run out of fuel in order to refuel to hit other biomes with my lander. I just grabbed some quick science on the way down. I had extra room, so I put a few instruments on here, some goo canisters and thermometers. I have a low profile engine on this, which works really good. You always want to make sure you have your landing gear down before you land. I've made that mistake several times. And I've got some lights on the bottom. Shouldn't have problems because I'm landing on the right side of the planet, but it always helps to kind of gauge how far you are from the surface as you come down. Now the good thing about Minmus is the gravity is low enough to where you have time to react and correct yourself if you mess up while you're trying to land. I've even tipped over crafts before on Minmus and been able to use the SAS to roll myself back over, which is nice. The moon, on the other hand, if you tip over, you're pretty much screwed unless you can accelerate sideways long enough to take off without scraping yourself into a giant explosion. So here we are coming down. Minmus is fairly forgiving, but I try to get it below 4 meters per second on descent just to make sure I don't mess anything up. And one of the first things that I want to do is disengage my engine so that way I don't accidentally throttle myself up while I'm messing around with these components and stuff. Now I don't have advanced solar panels yet, so I will probably end up having to balance my drilling versus electricity with this setup. This is just an early setup I hope to use to get the science that I need in order to get the solar panels that I want and build some really good components. Now you can see as we're drilling, electricity is melting away very fast, but we are building up some kethane in this bottom tank. Then we can set it to convert, and it will slowly fill up our top tank. And grab and transmit just a tad bit more science. I guess this will do it for this episode. Thanks for checking it out. In the next episode, I will go into my Explorer lander and how I plan on refueling it.